Hi friends, my name is Lokesh. This is my first video for automation testing. We are going to discussing what is automation testing. So now, what is an automation testing? Automation testing is a technique used an application to implement entire life cycle of the software in less time and provide the efficiency and effectiveness to the testing software. Means it is a technique using an application to implement entire life cycle, which are the developer develop the entire application. That entire application software we need to create in less time to create in a script, providing efficiency and effectiveness of the testing software. Means we are providing very effectiveness and efficiency of the output we are providing to the client of the application. That and manual, when we are going to the manual testing, the human power is very high. Means human sitting into the system and he validate everything step by step. He executed creating the Excel file and he need to execute the step by step into the application. But in automation testing, we are using a tool to execute our test suite. Once the suite is automated, no human intervention into requirement. We can directly run the script and giving to the output to the our TL or manager, anyone. And effectiveness of the output. What is the main goal of this automation? To reduce the test case to run the manually. Now, when we are using the manual testing, is a time and test cases running is high. When we are going to the automation, it's not required. It reduces the number of test cases to run manually. That is the main. And why automated testing? When we are going to the manual testing, the fields execution and negative scenarios, it is taking the time and cost also. It is very difficult and multiple legal sites manual testing time. When we are using the manual, there are different multiple sites are presented. At that time we are testing is very difficult. Side by side means it is taking very time taking. But when we are going to automation, it does not require human intervention. You can run automated test. When we are creating the scripting, that script we can run. It is increases the time. It decreases the time and it increases the speed of the test execution. It helps to increase the test coverage. When we are going to the testing as a manual, it is very boring to test manually. And which scenario you are going to testing this? High risk. When the business critical test cases, some high risk applications are presented. On that application, we are critical test cases we are creating. At that time, we can use the automation testing. What are the test cases that are executed repeatedly? When we are creating the high risk business critical or else in application as multiple times and repetition execution test cases are presented. At that time we are focusing to create the automation script. We are executing to the test cases that are very difficult to perform manually. At that time we are using which are the manually testing to the difficult performances coming. At that time we are using the automation testing. And test cases which are not time consuming, means if we are using the manual that are taking the manual test cases execution is a time taking. At that time we are using automation testing. This is the 4 points which are automation is required, which are not suitable to automation. We are using 2 different kind of points we are created. Test cases that are newly designed and not executed manually at least once. Test cases for which the requirements are changing frequently. At that time we are not using automation. And next video we will discussing the automation testing process. Which process we are using the automation, which tool we need to use, the define of the scope of automation, and planning, designing and development, test execution and maintenance. These few points we will discussing to the later videos. And what is the benefit we are using to this automation? Automation is basically given 70% than the manual testing. Means when we are using a manual application to test the web application, we need to create and we want a human effect is very high. A lot of people are coming to the picture. When we are going to the automation, the human effect is very less. We need to create a script and we need to run the script, then that's it, then it will give the faster to the output. So 74%. And widely test coverage of the application features, reliable in result, ensure consistency and saves the time and cost. It saves the time and cost. Means the manual testing every time executing the test case, tomorrow we need to test again same test case, means again we need to test step by step. It is taking the time and also it's a cost is very high. When we are going to automation, no need to test one more time. You can run the test case and you can see the output. No need to waste the time and cost. Improves the accuracy. Human intervention is not required. While execution increase the efficiency. A better speed in execution tests. Better speed means when we are creating the test cases in manual and executing step by step, it's a time taking to the execution. And speed, it is a very less, slowly we need to test, validate the fields. But when we are using the automation, no need. So an execution speed is a very high. We are creating the one class and we are giving the locators, which are the locators present in the web application, we can run on that. Reusable test script, which are the test cases are repetition or else the locators are repetition. That cases we can create one reusable code on the script and just we can use that script and we can run the script. It will give very reusable on that. It is decrease the time, then we can give the better output frequently and test frequently and thoroughly. More cycles of execution can be achieved through automation. Early time to market means when the developer gives us, when we are going to test as a manual, we can't provide the in time the market and the client can't submit to that manually. Means human sitting into the front of the application, he want to test step by step, means it is take that lot of time. He cannot provide output in time, very difficult. At that time we can't release that application in time of that. It will take 2 or 3 days as an extension. It's a time waste, right? At that time when we are going to automation, the script is already presented. Don't worry about the script and you can create already presented script. You just run the script. We can provide the in time of the market into the application. That's all about today video. We learn this video is what is an automation, what are the benefits of the automation, and later videos I will discussing the what is the testing process in automation, what is the difference between the QTP and Selenium. We will discuss in the later video. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like my video. Thank you.